In the world of football, few players are as iconic, controversial, and enigmatic as Eric Cantona. Known for his brilliant skills on the pitch and his larger-than-life personality off it, Cantona wasn't just a footballer, he was a cultural phenomenon. And to the fans of Manchester United, he wasn't just a player, he was the king. This is the story of Eric Cantona, the maverick who conquered Manchester and left an unforgettable mark on English football. Eric Cantona was born in Marseille, France, on May 24, 1966. From a young age, he was known for his extraordinary talent, but just as much for his fiery temperament. Cantona had the skill to match the best, but his rebellious streak often got him into trouble. He started his professional career with exile, where he showed glimpses of his genius. But early in his career, Cantona's temper flared. After several incidents, including a suspension for punching a teammate and throwing a ball at a referee, Cantona's reputation as a bad boy began to grow. Many believed that his off-field issues would overshadow his immense talent. Despite his troubles, Cantona's footballing abilities were undeniable. He moved to Marseille in 1988, and then to Nimes, where his temper boiled over again, leading him to announce his retirement in frustration. At just 25 years old, it seemed like Cantona's football career might be over before it truly began. But a fateful decision would change his life forever, and the course of English football. Cantona's career took a turn when he was persuaded by Michel Platini, the then manager of the French national team, to try his luck in England. In 1992, Cantona signed for Leeds United, and it didn't take long for him to make an impact. Cantona's creativity and flair were exactly what Leeds needed, and he helped the club win the First Division title in 1992, the last season before the league was rebranded as the Premier League. But Cantona's time at Leeds was short-lived. Just a few months after helping them lift the trophy, Leeds made one of the most shocking decisions in football history. They sold Cantona to Manchester United for a mere £1.2 million. At the time, Manchester United had been struggling to regain their dominance in English football. Sir Alex Ferguson, who had been at the helm for several years, had yet to win the Premier League. The club needed a spark, and no one could have predicted that Cantona would be that missing piece. When Eric Cantona arrived at Manchester United in November 1992, he didn't just join a football club, he transformed it. From the moment he stepped onto the pitch, Old Trafford, Cantona was different. He brought flair, arrogance, and a winning mentality that Manchester United desperately needed. In his first season, Cantona helped United win the inaugural Premier League title in 1993. It was the club's first top-flight title in his 26 years. Cantona's influence was immediate, and his charisma turned him into a fan favourite almost overnight. But it wasn't just about the titles. Cantona had an aura. He played with his collar popped up, as if to say, "I'm different, I'm special," and he backed it up with performances that left fans and opponents in awe. Cantona could do it all: dribble, pass, score, and lead. His vision and technical ability made him the conductor of United's attack, while his leadership galvanized the team. Off the pitch, Cantona was equally captivating. He was philosophical, often giving cryptic answers to the media, and he seemed to embrace his status as an outsider. The fans adored him, and the press couldn't get enough of him. But behind the charisma was a player who was fiercely competitive and determined to win. By 1994, Manchester United had won back-to-back Premier League titles, and Cantona was at the heart of it all. He was now the undisputed king of Manchester. As brilliant as Cantona was on the pitch, his career was never without controversy. And in January 1995, he made headlines for one of the most infamous incidents in football history. During a match against Crystal Palace, Cantona was sent off for a foul. But as he was leaving the field, something snapped. A fan in the stands insulted him, and Cantona reacted in a way that shocked the world. He launched a kung fu kick into the stands, attacking the fan. The footage of Cantona's kick became iconic, but it also led to severe consequences. Cantona was banned from football for 9 months and fined heavily. Many thought his career was over, and it was unclear if he would ever return to the sport. But for Cantona, the suspension only fueled his determination. When he finally returned in October 1995, he was better than ever. Eric Cantona's return to football was nothing short of extraordinary. In the 1995 to 1996 season, he led Manchester United to a stunning comeback in the Premier League, where they overturned a 12-point deficit to win the title. Cantona's performances were inspirational, and he scored crucial goals, including the winner in the FA Cup final against Liverpool. Cantona had come back from the brink, and his redemption story was complete. Once again, he was the hero of Manchester United, and his place as a legend of the club was secured. By the time he retired in 1997, Cantona had won 4 Premier League titles and 2 FA Cups with Manchester United. But it wasn't just the trophies that made him a legend. It was the way he played the game, with passion, flair, and a sense of artistry that few could match. When Cantona announced his retirement at the age of 30, many were shocked. He was still playing at the peak of his powers, but Cantona had always marched to the beat of his own drum. He left football on his own terms, as only he could. Cantona's influence on Manchester United and English football was immense. His arrival marked the beginning of United's dominance under Sir Alex Ferguson, and many argue that without Cantona, Ferguson's dynasty wouldn't have been the same. Cantona was the catalyst, the player who set the standard for what it meant to play for Manchester United. But perhaps more than anything, Cantona will be remembered for his charisma. He was a footballer who didn't just play the game, he owned it. His relationship with the fans, his swagger, and his love for the dramatic made him one of the most beloved figures in football history. Even today, Manchester United fans speak of Cantona in reverent tones. He wasn't just a great player, he was an artist, a rebel, and a leader. He was, and always will be, the King of Manchester. Eric Cantona's career was filled with moments of brilliance, controversy, and drama. But through it all, one thing remained constant: he was a winner. Cantona's ability to lead, inspire, and dazzle on the pitch made him one of the greatest players of his era. His legacy at Manchester United is untouchable. And while many great players have passed through the doors of Old Trafford, none have ever matched the unique aura of the King, Eric Cantona. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to GoalGist for more in-depth football stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.